and they are pharma. Hell no, I wouldn't invest in that. What app do you use to chart TradingView? I got it live lit, you feel me? Make sure you guys go and check out. Oh, let me show you guys something else. But remember, always look at ETFs. Now, what's another ETF I like? The bank ETF. I think it was called so the bank ETF is another one that I like. It was called what is it called again? Somebody named the bank ETF. Is it XLF? I think it's XLF. I think. XLF. Yep, XLF. There we go. XLF. Yep. So XLF is one that you want to pay attention to. So banks have been going up lately. So I'm pretty sure XLF should be in the uptrend. Seeing the patterns of banks. Banks have been going crazy lately, and rightfully so. So let's go look at XLF ETF. And this is a good one to hold if it gets on a pullback. All right, XLF actually is not even up that much. So it's at $36, right? But damn, it was once fucking cheap as shit. But still, $36 for a bank ETF, that's probably going to keep going for life, because banks are going to be, you need credit for one. So JP Morgan and Chase is always going to be a company that just makes money. So they were once, never mind, they were once at 30. So a 36 isn't that bad, honestly. But yeah, bank ETFs like XLF, hopefully they drop some more. If they drop to the 200 in May, I would definitely recommend a buy on these guys. XLF for long-term hold though. If you're interested in things like a Roth IRA, so for you guys who want to take care of your kids, if you want to take care of your kids, you need to invest in something called a Roth IRA, right, account. So, right. So let me explain the Roth IRA. So basically, this is how it works. A Roth IRA, you get it, but honestly, you don't. If I were you, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Don't do a Roth IRA. A Roth IRA is honestly, for suckers. Doesn't make sense to me. They only allow you to deposit $6,000, no matter how much money you make, and you cannot withdraw the money tax-free or without penalties until you're 59 years old. So it doesn't really make sense to me because, honestly, shit, who knows? But I believe you should open up a custodial account. A custodial account would be better because basically a custodial account is you allowing a minor to trade. So yes, you guys, if you have a teenage daughter or something like that, look up a custodial account. So your child will be the legal owner of that account when they turn 18, but you can invest in them. Now, granted, you might have to get taxed on it, and yes, you will have to pay taxes on it. But that's something I'm going to do. That Roth IRA shit is stupid because who the fuck wants to wait 59 years for some money? Say me. Honestly, I don't even believe in retirement accounts. I believe just go get the bag and goddamn put that shit in a trust. You feel me? Like I believe in long-term portfolios, but I don't have a 401k or no shit like that. I'm gonna go get the goddamn bag, and I need to be able to use my money if I want to. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't do none of that shit. I believe if you're a middle class and get a 9 to 5 and you're content with that and just a paycheck, then yes, retirement is for you because they understand that you're going to need it and they understand that you're going to rely on a check for the rest of your life. So you might need retirement. You feel me? So that's why I tell people at the end of the day, everyone should try to have 2 streams of income, no matter what. Always, always, always. Because at any point, you want to get to a point in life where one stream of income does not affect your everyday life. And that's all I wanted. The Army was so fucking stupid to me when I was in that I was willing to study my ass off and stop partying, stop everything in life, stop buying shoes, just so I don't have to spend another second in that motherfucker. You feel me? My motivation was like, bro, I cannot do 20 years in this shit. There's no way. That's what I told myself. I said, I will read every book, anything to not spend the rest of my life doing this shit. Like, think about it. You get one fucking life. One life. Like, God only gives us one life. So this person you looking at and the person you are and all 395 eyes, all of us only get to do this shit once. So we all here temporary. So why the fuck would you, who the fuck would do that for 20 years? You got to be, boy, I got respect for any man who could do that shit for 20 years. You only get one life. There is no fuck. And then honestly, I even told myself, I said I was going to retire by 30. I knew I was going to retire by 30. But one thing I learned about life that all of us need to stop doing. Stop falling into this trap. Stop telling yourself, I'm going to do this at this age. I'm going to do this at this age. Don't do that shit. One thing I want to say is do not do that shit no more. Do it right now. Because I sat back and thought to myself, I told myself I was going to have, I remember when I was 16 years old, I remember when I was 13, I said, man, I'm going to get my driver's license by 16. And then 16 came around, I didn't do it. And then I realized, and then time go by and I'm just putting shit off. So I realized I should never have a mentality of I will do this later because I'm never going to do it. You see what I'm saying? I'm always going to find an excuse. It's like, and that's what I realized about life. I said, if I keep telling myself I'm going to do it tomorrow, do it next week, do this and that, then I'm never going to fucking do it if I don't start now. You feel me? So one thing I want to say is stop that shit. Stop telling yourself you're going to do something because you're not. Where we never do. Whenever we say we're going to do this shit at this age. Because think about it. When time go by, you get to that age, you don't fucking do it. You feel me? And then you just sit back and you like, damn, what else is it breaks your confidence. Because you're going to push the time back again. You're going to be like, well, shit. I'm going to give myself a little I'm going to give myself a little bit more time. Because I ain't do what I said I was going to do. You feel me? And what I started doing was I started doing everything I said I was going to do so I can trust myself and believe in myself. See, that is the reason why I move with integrity and why I'm able to accomplish a little bit more things than people in life. Because every time I say I'm going to do something, I go fucking do it. You see what I'm saying? Or at least 90%, because we all got shit we haven't done yet. But 90% of the shit that I say I'm going to do, I'm either one phone call away from doing it, or I got scheduled to do it, but I'm working on it. You feel me? Like everything. Because I realize you cannot, it doesn't like, for instance, I'll give y'all an example. One of my dreams is to create an application. But I'm trying to, because I have good ideas, because I know that my idea is going to take off. It's hard for me. I'm trying to go about this shit the right way. You feel me? Like the way that I don't get fucked and the motherfucker don't run off with my ideas and they making billions, because apps is $1 billion business for real to me. Like the shit I'm trying to do, you get what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to really get my foot in the door on that shit. So that's certain stuff that I be trying to do for the future, but I have to keep putting off because I got to figure this shit out for real. But it doesn't stress me out because I'm still rich. And that's one thing I want to say. Money does not cure happiness. Rich people stress the most. And let me tell you why. Because when you're rich, more money, more problems is true. Problems are going to fly at you. Meaning I would say you're not going, if you run a corporation, I don't care if you Kanye West, I don't care if you're Rihanna, I don't care who you is. It's a certain paranoia that come through this shit. Because every day someone is trying to attack them. I know that sounds like, man, ain't no fucking way. It's the truth. It might not be in person. It might be on social media. It might be this. It's always a new rumor. Money, think you owe them. They just woke up out of bed and said you owe them. It's always some shit when you get rich. It is. That's the truth. But you got to be mentally prepared. You got to have that mindset of standing up for yourself and, you know what I'm saying, not being no bitch. Because if you a bitch being rich, you're going to get fucked over. People and word going to travel. They're going to be like, okay, he's an idiot. Let's go take his money. You feel me? Like, let's just, you know how this shit go. Oh, yeah, people going to always be after your money when you get rich. Now, that doesn't mean, don't get me wrong, that people may not come at you like that, but it's just something like, it's just problems that's going to arise every single, at least weekly. Every rich person get a fucking problem every week. I don't think I've ever went a week without some bullshit. I think I ever did. But the thing is, I know how to manage bullshit because I was once in the army. So I have training on how to manage my emotions during bullshit. So being rich is easy to me because when I was in the army, I had to stand in for instance, it's raining, it's cold as fuck. Why are we outside? That, my friend, is bullshit. Now, what did Aristotle have to do? Have a happy face, have a happy spirit, standing in the fucking rain like this. Trying not to lose my fucking mind because I can't quit my job. And if I quit my job, I'm going to go to jail. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trained. My mind is trained for the bullshit. I knew when I was in the army, today is going to be some bullshit. When we go to the field, it's going to be some bullshit. During PT, it's probably going to be some bullshit. It's 4 o'clock and it's 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm used to bullshit. You feel me? Like, see, that's why I'm able to keep going in this game. That's why can't nobody stay as consistent as me, because I'm used to it. My mind since I was 18 years old. So I've been in the army. My whole adulthood was spent in the army. I was in the army from 18 to 24 years old. I am 25. So I just got out a year ago. So I'm used to this shit, bro. This shit is easy to me. This shit is a cakewalk. Bullshit, people being mean. Shit, niggas was mean in the army. This shit is nothing. Social media is nothing. It's nothing. It's a cakewalk. Niggas don't like me. Niggas didn't like me in the army. Goddamn shit. Niggas mad. Niggas was mad in the army. Let me tell you why. Because I told them I don't give a fuck about this shit, and I'm going to get out of this shit and be rich. And I don't give a fuck about ranking up. Imagine you denying money. Everyone wants to rank up. They're handing it to you. You say, no, I want that shit. Getting out. Nobody get rich. And then you go do that shit. You tell them what you about to go do, and then you go do it. Nah, for real. Nah, come on, man. But nah, bro, like, bro, this shit is a cakewalk. And honestly, I believe it or not, one thing I will say is the Army forced me to be disciplined. So, like, I actually glad I went to the Army instead of college. I will say that. Now, that I'll give the Army credit for. As far as women, college is better, of course. You don't want the Army women. So one thing I will say, if you're excited about going to the Army because of the girls, don't be. Do not be. There for two reasons, right? One, they're sharp. That sexual harassment shit is serious in the military. Two, they all think they're divas because you gotta think it's like 10-1 men. So a girl can be ugly as hell, but in the Army, I'm telling you, you could be a 5 in the civilian world, but if you join the Army, you're like an 8. I'm serious, you go up 3 points. So if you a 4 in the civilian world, you about a 7 in the Army. You feel me? Like you about a 7 in the Army. Now if you a 8 in the civilian world, you a fucking 11 in the Army. You're an 11 in the Army. If you was a 10 in the civilian world, you a 13 in the Army. I ain't bullshitting with you, boy. I ain't fucking bullshitting with you. Think about it. It's 10-1 niggas, bro. It's 10. And for every 10 dudes, one female. Nah, no cap, nigga. You go up 3 fucking points if you in the Army. So any girl, for all the women with low self-esteem, if you want to feel beautiful, join the fucking Army. Join the Army, I'm telling you. If you want 4 niggas on your dick right now who will give you, I'm talking about will drop on their knees and marry you. I'm talking about whatever you want, join the Army. I'm telling you, take my advice. Take my goddamn advice. If you a woman and you just like, I just want like fucking 4 niggas fighting over me. I want one of them about to commit suicide over me. I want all this shit. Join the Army. And I'm being dead fucking serious. I am dead serious, bro. They said that's cap. Boy, that shit is not, boy. Whoever in the Army, bro, I'm telling you. Hell yeah, boy. That shit is not cap, bro. That shit is real. What % do you start? Do guys go up? Fuck no. Hell no. You don't go up for being in the Army. In fact, you get lamer. Nigga, you gotta, in order to be cool in the Army to civilians, like that's another thing that be so funny. Army dudes, I'll say 2 years ago, you were cool. Three or 5 years ago, niggas was cool. But honestly, like, nah, you don't get your pussy count don't go up because you in the Army unless you like young people and shit. You feel me? I don't know. Maybe it does.